Hey everybody, this is Sherry from Paper, Paint, and Stitches, and it's been a while since I've uploaded anything to my channel or since I put anything in my Etsy store because I've been really busy, but I've got stacks of journals that I've made and I'm going to share them with you in little groups. So this is the first group. It's 3 soft cover journals that are cardstock and fabric, and this one is burlap with lace, and I'll show you each one individually, and then you can watch for them on my Etsy store if you're interested. It's also called Paper, Paint, and Stitches. So we'll start with this one on top, and it's got some buttons. They're threaded and sewn on, and there's a collage, and it's on a Franken paper cover with this neat yarn sewn on the edges, and coffee dyed muslin tie closure. Inside, let's see, I haven't looked at this one for a while, so I refresh my memory. This one, okay, this one has a lot of things about sewing, but it's not necessarily a sewing journal. You can use it for whatever purpose you like. It does, like, here's a recipe. I made a little booklet. You can flip this up and fold the flap down, and you've got the whole recipe. And I believe the picture, yes, the picture on the other side it goes with the recipe. So that's pretty neat. And you can use this for journaling. You can stick things in there if you want to just use it for a pocket. So these are lightly embellished. This is just a paper that I stick inside for you to be able to read. In case you're not very familiar with what to do with a junk journal, it gives a little bit of information about that, about gluing and cutting and all that kind of stuff. There's lots of little cards. There's stitched items. You can take these out, move them around, use them however you like. Completely leave them out and add your own things in. You can glue anywhere on any of these pages. You can write on these things. That's what they're intended for. And just in case you're not familiar, and I'm bad to talk too much in my videos, so I'm going to try not to talk too much and go through these quickly, and I hope you enjoy this. So here's a flip up, a pocket. This is has been coffee dyed and spritzed. This is a crossword word search puzzle. Old book pages. A flower made out of fabric with a real button. Here's another pocket. Let's see, that's a card. And you can tuck more things in there, of course. Got some stickers. Old music paper. I believe that's a rub-on. There's a little card. You can pull that out. You could write on the back of it, or you could put your own picture in there if you want something different there. Of course, you can cover up any of this stuff that you don't like. It's meant to inspire you, not control what you do. So that's where the fun begins, is when you get out your markers and your glue and your pictures, and you write your memories in here and you make it your own. This is machine stitching. This flips over. You can write there. Some pom-poms. Book out of a some kind of crafting stitchery book that I had. Some note papers, just different things that you can write on and use to record your memories. How to make dolls. It's a little piece of paper folded like an envelope. You can write on that and fold it back up and tuck it away, and it's kind of like a secret place to write. Okay, this comes out. You can stick this over the edge of another page, or you can leave it here just like it is. Whatever you like. Okay, that has some napkin decoupage on it. There's quite a few pages. I like to put as many pages as I can manage in these so that you have plenty of places to write and put your memories. This is the tag used for various purposes. May or may not be the price once it's listed. This is coffee dyed paper. I believe it's coffee dyed. It feels like it's been. That you can write on. You could tear that off, make lists on it, and tear it off and throw it away after you're done if you wanted to, or stick it somewhere else in the book. And then here's a few pieces of paper tucked in the back. Alright, and here's the back of the book. I think I showed you that already. And we'll tie this one up, and I'll make some pictures to post in a little bit. So here's the second one. Now this, I have some paper, and every time I look at this I think it's the cotton, the cotton paper that I have, but it's not. These are actually flowers, but I love the cotton paper too, so I'll probably end up making a journal with that too. This is Sari Silk, and then you have a small collage on the front cover with lace flower and a button, and then the back is just that beautiful paper, and there is some washi tape and lace sewn on, and you can pull this out if you don't like it. If you decide you want to use some other way to close your book or don't need that, that's why I didn't fasten it in. Okay, inside this cover, it's 2 layers of cardstock with muslin stitched in between. It's all the way through. Like I said, these are lightly embellished, so you may or may not want to just use it for writing. You may want to add a lot of things in, so I've just lightly embellished this one. Now this one has some, I don't know if you've seen my work before, you know that I use a paper punch, and I punch little crosses into the pages. Oops, little crosses into the pages. I consider this sort of like a little bit of ministry for me. I hope that you will find what you're looking for in the use of these journals, and that you will be blessed and your family will be blessed through your use of these journals. And so I add in little things to help remind you that God is there and He's taking care of you, and if you choose to live for Him, you'll never regret it. Never regret it. So this is just a little book of scraps that I put together and tucked into this pocket. And of course there's another piece of paper there you can write on, decorate it. You could put a picture on it. These things slide right out, in and out from there. Here's an envelope. I probably won't open all envelopes, but most of the time I put something in them. And this one has a card that coordinates, and it's just plain and you can write on it. Alright, I'll tuck that back in a minute. And it has paper on this side also. There's a piece of tablet paper from a children's school tablet, writing tablet. I'm trying to keep this on here so I'll stay in the parameters of my screen here. It may wiggle a lot. Alright, these are just little pieces of paper that I stuck in here. You can write on them or put pictures. There's a little card. It pulls out and you can write on it. There's a paper. Cards. There's a lot of journaling cards. There's another card and it has one inside, or envelope, and it has one inside. And it's just lots and lots of coffee dyed paper and fun pieces used to give you some inspiration. And I said I wasn't going to talk so much, and I've rattled the entire time. Sorry about that. It may get on your nerves. I don't know. And then this tucks into the paper ruffle. And there we have the back again. And I'll just tie this up in a moment, and I'll show you one more. And see how this one goes. Now this cover is burlap with lace over it. It comes this way. I didn't layer it that way, but it looks really pretty, I think. And it's sewn together with this thick cord type string. It's got a collage on here, and you could write your name or the date or whatever you choose to on there. This is a crocheted flower that I made, and then this is just a piece of a big throw type thing that a friend gave me. The closure on this one is grosgrain ribbon that's been coffee dyed, and it is stitched on, so you shouldn't lose it. Okay, then inside, and this cover, since it was so thick on the outside, I lined it with brown paper. This paper came from it's the inside lining. It never touched the feed, but it's the inside lining of a feed sack from the either horse or chicken feed from where my husband feeds animals and stuff. And it's got I just kind of made a book plate on there. You can write your name or whatever you would like to, or leave it blank or cover it up. And then here's pieces that I've tucked in here for you to write on. And there's a writing space, and then here's a collage. There's like there's 4 little pockets here, and I think all the pieces of this, except this one, have been stitched on, and then it's got a little collage on the front. There's stamping, and as you can see, there's stitching through all the books and stenciling. I like to do all kinds of different things, so I add them to the books. And there's a page from a Bible that was falling apart, so I decided to share it since it was coming apart and you couldn't use it very easily. It made it easier to share. Die cuts and old music paper, lace, a really old book, pieces out of really old books. There's some more journal cards and piece out of an old planner. And just some little pieces, lots of little things to inspire you. There's a button tab, the B, lots of lace and stamping and stitching and all kinds of things go into making these journals, and it makes it a lot of fun to use and to look at. Then when you're finished writing and you go back to look through it, it'll just bring all your memories back again in a really neat way. There's some more of that old book. It's a gardening book. Little piece of paper. This is some old music paper. It even has some handwriting on it. I don't remember. That doesn't have a year on it. It's old, but I don't remember the year. More book page. This is something I downloaded after I purchased it online, and so this is not the original, but it's beautiful old ledger page. There's book pages and things printed on and lace glued on and stitched on, and it's out of an old stamp collecting book. And this one has 2 signatures. The other 2 I've shown you in this video just have 1 signature. So you've got 2 groups of pages instead of just 1 thick group of pages. And this page folds out. You can put things under there. You could glue it and make it into a pocket if you needed to put something in there, or you can leave it like this and have extra writing space. Just 2 little pieces here. I have a lot of journals that I've put something on every page, but I try to remember to do some that are not so embellished, so that people that want to do more writing, have more space for writing, will have that. And this is an envelope I stuck in there and made into a pocket. Actually, I think this is the bottom of a paper bag. No, it's a whole paper bag, and it runs this direction because it's open here, and then it's open here. And there's pieces of writing materials tucked into it. This die cut is fabric. This is the tissue paper pattern out of a sewing pattern. Old cabinet card I have. I copied it onto there. Some more music paper. A few more pieces of collaging paper or whatever you want to use it for. And we're getting close to the end now. And here's the back pocket, and it has a little booklet made of scraps. I put some kind of little booklet or something in most of my books, so you'll find that somewhere along the way. And there's that one. So that's my stash of books, journals, whatever you want to call them, junk journals, part 1. So I'm going to get these listed so that you can start looking for them on my Etsy store. It's called Paper Paint and Stitches, just like this channel is. And I appreciate you spending some time with me and looking at my journals. And if you find something you would like to purchase, I really appreciate it, and I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.